Refreshing stories. Hello everyone, my name is Hiroshi. I'm just an ordinary businessman you can find anywhere. My routine is working diligently on weekdays and returning to my parents' house on holidays. My dad has a small farm, which was his hobby at first, but later became his official job. Before he retired, he'd made a lot of money by selling special varieties of vegetables, which he had been working on almost all his life, and bought a tenant building. I've gone there once, and it's pretty big, plus, it's a nice place. My dad said that he wants to enjoy a slow life for the rest of his life, regardless of how much money he makes, and I agreed with that. I would too if I were him. Hey Hiroshi! Come and take a look at this vegetable. It's pretty interesting. Oh my, what is this? A radish with legs? This is very rare. Did you know that this means good luck? It's a sign that you'll have a wife shortly. Good for you. Seriously? Well, I'd be so happy if I could meet a good person. My dad was full of energy when he was young, but now that he's older, he's become more mellow. And it reminded me of a Jizo statue, the guardian deity of children. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine headed my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. However, something shocking happened when I was hoping that my leisurely and peaceful life would continue like this. My dad suddenly died. One morning, a neighbor wondered why my dad was not waking up, because he would usually be on his small farm early in the morning. When they went to wake him up, they found him dead, seemingly peacefully asleep. No. Dad! Hey, what's up, Hiroshi? Huh? What the hell are you wearing? Are you being serious right now? Why? Aloha shirts are formal wear in Hawaii. This is Japan, not Hawaii, okay? Do not joke around during sad times like this. Oh God, shut up! You annoy me so much every time. Calm yourself. Anyways, hey, can you talk about the heritage, like, right now? I mean, inheritance? Wait, first of all, I think you mean inheritance. And second of all, what? I came all the way here to hear about this, not to attend the funeral. So I'm leaving right after because I'm going to drink with my friend. Is that seriously the first thing you say? Without appreciating Dad for everything? Appreciate for what? He did nothing for me, so I don't think so. Anyways, I just want to know about the inheritance and heritage. I brought the lawyer with me, so can you hurry up and tell us? Sure. As requested, I will read out both of your father's wills regarding inheritance from now. Would that be okay with you, Hiroshi? Is later better? He said yes! That seems long, so can you shorten it for us? Hey, that's rude! Please, allow me to read it. The will states that Kazuya and Hiroshi are to share the following things: the tenant building, the family storage, and the small farm. That will be all. Wait, hold on. Is the tenant building that huge building that Dad had? Yes, that's what it says here. Also, are the family storage and the small farm the ones Dad used before dying? Yes, it says both that you and your father had used it when you often worked together. How much value do those places have? Tell us! The tenant building and land rent is low, but the total value is 100 million yen. And for the family storage and the small farm, I think it's difficult to set a price. Yes! Thanks! I'll inherit the 100 million yen building! You get whatever else is left! What? Why are you deciding on your own? Huh? You like to work on the farm with Dad anyways, so those are yours! Duh! Huh? Well, what he's saying is true though. The farm is full of memories with Dad, and for me, inheriting it is definitely what would make him the happiest. You agree with me, right? Okay, deal. I'm so sorry that I got something so much better. My brother Kazuya went home in a good mood. But rather than pissed off, I felt relieved. I'm glad that I got to keep the family storage and the small farm. I wanted to honor my dad's wishes and continue farming, believing that it was what he wanted when he went to heaven. Watch me, Dad. I'll take care of everything. Besides, I'm better suited for farming. Now my brother Kazuya, on the other hand, it seems like something had happened that even he didn't expect, and he was panicking. What? Inheritance tax? Yes. If you inherit something with a value of 100 million yen, you will have to pay approximately this much amount of inheritance tax. There's no way I could pay this much! Are you guys trying to rip me off or something? No, we're not. This is a legal requirement, so there's no way I'm paying for it! I mean, if you don't pay for this, you will be arrested. Would you be okay with that? Hell no! Are you being serious? What is this inheritance tax? Also, arrested if I didn't pay for it? I can't escape from it then, but I didn't know that such a thing existed, so I spent a lot of money on a lot of things thinking that I would receive tenant fees for every month from now on. Oh no, what should I do? Is everything okay? Yeah, so the inheritance tax. I'll definitely pay for that later on. That's fine, right? Yes. Oh, crap. After inheriting it and going there, I found out that almost all of the tenants had left for some reason. If I pay that much inheritance tax, I won't even have money left and I'll need to go to debt! Oh no, I'm gonna be in debt hell! Shit! After thinking that and being in a panic, he rushed to the real estate agency that took care of him when he took over the tenant building. But...
Hello, welcome.
What the hell is going on with that tenant building?
What?
It's cool that you and the judicial scrivener here changed the registry, but why aren't there any tenants? I went there and checked! Help me look for tenants from now! Please, I beg you!
Sorry to say this, but it's difficult to find new tenants now.
What? Why?
Well, I had some people go there, and it seems like that building is getting pretty old.
Oh, just that? Then if I make it a bit cheaper than the market price...
That would be impossible.
What? Why is that?
We also conducted a ground survey for the building, and it seems like the ground is loose. There's a risk of ground subsidence, so it's very dangerous to live there now.
Seriously? Then there's no way I could find new tenants? Please help me with this and find a way!
There's one. That's if you perform ground reinforcement work and renovation on an aging building, through which will cost you quite a lot.
How much?
I think that it might cost around this much.
There's no way I can pay this much! I've maxed out my cards so much that I don't have any cash or even money to borrow! I thought that I could get the tenant fee every month!
I can't do anything about that.
Hey, I promised to pay you back, so can you help me out this time?
No, sorry, but we are not a bank.
You know what? I won't rely on you guys anymore. Bye! Oh no, I need to do something. What should I do? Oh my god, I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I am so fucking dead. I had no idea this was happening while I was at my dad's small farm as usual, taking care of vegetables. Okay, it's another sunny Sunday, so I think I'll do some farm work. I already did a lot last time, so maybe just watering it. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Wait, huh? I haven't really paid attention until now, but this is pretty dirty. If I remember correctly, I think there was a water supply for cleaning farming equipment in the storage. Oh, here it is! I then started to clean the hoe, which was completely dirty and covered with mud. The water turned brown in seconds. It's an important piece of equipment that I inherited from my dad. I have to keep it clean and make sure not to break it. Huh? What is this? As I continued to wash the dirt off, I noticed something yellowish sparkling from under, and after thoroughly cleaning it... Huh? Oh my god. Is this for real? Is this pure gold? Being flabbergasted, I decided to clean the other equipment in the storage one by one. This, and this, and this too? Oh, what on earth is going on here? Holy crap! I was surprised and panicking at the same time and hit the tip of the hoe against the wall by accident, causing the handle to fall off. Oh no, did I break it? I need to fix this right now. Wait, hold on. There's something paper-like stuffed inside the handle. Is this a letter from Dad? The person reading this letter is probably Hiroshi, right? Since you have no desire, I believe that you would choose the small farm and storage. Thank you for that. So, are you taking good care of my small farm? How are my vegetables? How's the corn and the spinach? Remember, I told you many times, but too much water could affect both, so be careful. Other than that, you're fine. Close to perfect. Anyways, Kazuya probably didn't shed a single tear at my funeral, huh? It's him, I know. I also know that he just came to hear about my inheritance. He probably was blinded by greed and immediately took over the 100 million tenant building, right? He's always been the type of person who would jump at something that would give him an easy gain. How embarrassing. Yes, exactly, Dad. That's exactly what happened. So instead of Kazuya, who only has eyes for money, spends extravagantly, and doesn't even come home, I wanted to hand over my real assets to you, who've been very supportive, plus worked with me on my farm for many years. Because of you, I became successful. Thank you. I knew that you would notice that the farm equipment was dirty, and you'd wash it because you loved and cared for it. So, how did you feel when you found all the gold in there? Probably surprised, huh? I know that. Dad, you really helped me too. Thank you for everything. Last but not least, I could rest in peace, knowing that I can trust you with my small farm and all my pure gold. But please, promise me one thing. Don't ever, I repeat, ever, tell Kazuya or other people about this. I know that someone will try to steal it one day. This is only for you. If you ever have a problem with money from now on, just turn it into cash and use it, okay? While taking care of my small farm, of course. Of course I will. Isn't this the farm that you poured so much love into? I'll definitely cherish it and take good care of it till the end. Also, your promise. Well then, I'll be waiting for you in heaven. You still have a long life ahead, so take your time and enjoy it to the fullest. I'll be watching you from above. Dad! After I cried for a while, I cleaned up and immediately went to pay the pure gold inheritance tax. However, even though I paid for it, I still had a significant amount of pure gold left as an asset, but I would never use it. I'm going to keep it somewhere safe, where no one could find it. It's the last precious gift my dad left for me, and I will treasure it as his memento for the rest of my life and pass it to the next generation. Oh no. Today's raining too? It's been raining for the past few days, so I can't work on the farm even though it's my day off. What? Heavy rain once in a decade? Are you serious? I did everything that Dad told me, so the vegetables should be okay. Hello? Hiroshi? Kazuya? Why are you calling me all of a sudden? Something bad is going on with the tenant building I took over from Dad. Bad? What is it? You know how it's been raining for the past few days, right? Actually, the real estate agency told me to strengthen the ground, but I didn't have the money, so I had no choice but to leave it as it was. But it's raining heavily now. Let me guess. That building's going to crash if you don't do anything, right? Yes, that's exactly it! So I need to do something immediately, otherwise something bad is going to happen! You're the only one I can rely on, since you're my one and only brother! That's what a person who ignored me and chose the building first would say? Seriously? Those are two different stories! Hey, can you please come here right now and help me out? Please? Sorry, but that would be a big no! What? Why? I'm your brother! Don't you think brothers should have each other's back? The trouble you got into is a result of your own choice. You're the one who chose the tenant building and the land, so it's your responsibility to do something if something happens. Everyone knows that. I can't do that! So that's why I'm calling you asking for help like this, Hiroshi! Please help me! I then politely hung up the phone. Even after I did, he blew up the phone by calling me 1,000,000 times, so I quietly turned it off. According to what I heard from the real estate agent who had been taking care of my brother afterward, several days of continuous heavy rain caused the tenant building, including the land, to end up in a disastrous state. The floor of the building was so sloping that a marble could roll around, making it a place that could collapse at any time. Additionally, not only was the land liquefied due to heavy rain, but the land was also tilted, resulting in a loss of its value. Looks like a few tenants were living there that I didn't know of, but left. Due to that, my brother had no income whatsoever and had to declare personal bankruptcy. This was a good lesson to encourage him to do things right away. And I shouldn't have been Edie, I regret everything! Come to think of it, I remember reading a story like this in a fairy tale I read a long time ago. I can't remember the title. Anyways, I plan to continue living alongside my dad's farm at a level that suits my abilities, just as I've been doing until now.
My name is Kana. I live with my husband and our daughter Aki, who is going to be turning 4 years old this year. We're a happy family of 3, and every day of my life is full of love and peace. Phew, I barely made it in time. I'm so glad I made it to pick up Aki from preschool right before she gets out of class. Hey Kana, how are you? Oh Maya, I'm good, how are you? I'm good, thanks. You barely made it in time again today. You're always coming in the last minute. I'm always worried about you. Yeah, today I underestimated how much cleaning I need to do at home. And yesterday, you said you underestimated how much cooking you need to do, right? You can be pretty airheaded sometimes, Kana. Oh, look.
Mommy, I'm back!
Welcome back, Aki. How was your day? Did you have fun at preschool today?
Yeah, today we sang a lot of songs in class.
Oh my, isn't that nice? Well then, when we get home, will you sing a few of those songs for me, Aki?
Yeah, but you know what, Mommy? Before we do that, I want to play with Ruka and Yuki today after school.
You want to play with Ruka and with Yuki, huh?
That's okay, right? I can play with them, right? They're my best friends.
It looks like Ruka also wants to play with Aki, so that's totally fine with us, but, well... Oh dear, Yuki, do you really want to play with those two again? Crap, there she is. Oh, Miss Sana, hello, how are you? Good afternoon, Miss Kana, Miss Maya. It looks like my sweet daughter wants to play with your Ruka and Aki, so shall we go to the usual park again today? Sure, sounds great. Yes, how lovely, let's all go together. Is that so? Well then, I'm going to get Yuki dressed in her outside clothes. We would be ashamed to ruin this outfit. Oh, sure. We'll see you later then. These girls really are such good friends. They always want to play together. Yeah, and of course, I am really happy about that. I'm glad Aki has such great friends, but it's okay, Kana. I totally understand what you want to say. But we have each other, and it's only for a little while. We can do this. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Even though my life was full of peace and love, there was a small part of it that always felt like hell for a few hours. And now was any time that I would speak with this woman, Miss Sana. I've been meaning to ask both of you this, but are you okay with not changing your child's clothes when you let them play in a place like this? Aren't they going to get dirty? What? What do you mean? I actually sent Aki to preschool in clothes that are fine to get dirty to begin with, because she's going to be playing with other kids all day anyway. I do the same thing with my daughter, Ruka. What? Oh dear, and you don't feel sorry for your child to do that to her? Sorry for her? That's right, because my sweet little Yuki goes to preschool wearing expensive brand name clothes. The least I can do to make sure she's dressed well, and even though your daughter's friend is wearing such proper clothing, I can't believe that you'd be able to let your own child wear such dirty clothes. Those poor girls. Is that so? But, well, I think it's a little bit early for my daughter to be wearing brand name clothes anyway. Oh my, oh dear, pardon me. You know, because my family has a lot of money, I suppose you and I have different values when it comes to these things. You say that, but I do feel like Yuki's always wearing some pretty old brand names. Did you just say something? No, nothing at all, don't mind me. And honestly, I'd be asking you two the same thing. Aren't you both embarrassed to be wearing such cheap clothes all the time, Miss Kana, Miss Maya? Even if you become a mother, you're still a woman, aren't you? You should take more pride in your womanhood. Oh, well, until I came to pick Aki up, I was just cleaning the house, so... What? Cleaning? Oh my, that's right. Peasants have to clean their own houses by themselves, that's right. I completely forgot, oh dear. Excuse me? You know, because my house is pretty giant, right? There's certainly no way that I would be able to clean that house all by myself. That's why our family is a hired helper to do all the chores for us. But I suppose for people that are peasants like you, that's completely out of your reach, isn't it? This is it. Every single time that I see Miss Sana, all she does is brag about herself the entire time and how rich she is. To be honest, I'm so tired of it.
This is so fun, Ruka, Yuki.
But Yuki is Ruka's friend, so I don't want to cause any problems for her sake.
You know, just the other day, I had to go on a business dinner with my husband to a really expensive, delicious restaurant. Oh, did I mention that my husband is CEO?
Yes, I've heard many times now. But even still, how long am I going to have to listen to this? And then one day, we were all participating in a parent-teacher meeting for the preschool. Thank you all very much for taking time out of your busy schedules to be here today for the parent-teacher meeting. Today, we gathered you all here to talk about the school field day that's going to be happening 1 month from now. The field day? Wow, time sure does fly. It's already that time of year. You know, Ruka's already practicing for the races. She's been running around at home every day. On the day of, we are going to be having the field day at the preschool playground that you are all familiar with. With all the students participating, we don't have enough staff to look after all the children and parents. So we were hoping to ask for a few volunteers to help with overseeing the field day with us. I see. Well, there are going to be a lot of people with all the children and their families involved, so I can understand why it'd be difficult for the teachers to manage it all by themselves. And now, in order to select these volunteers fairly, we would like to draw names out of a hat to decide who will participate as the parents. Draw names out of a hat? Well, I'm sure everybody's busy here and nobody wants to do it, so that does sound fair. Well then, I'm very sorry to trouble you, but if the front row can please come up here in order and...
This must be a joke. Absolutely not.
What? Miss Sana, are you okay?
Am I required to participate in this draw? What if I don't want to become a volunteer?
Yes, I'm afraid we do need the help of the parents for this field day, and so the volunteers will be drawn out of a hat and everybody will take turns. For those that are selected this time, we'll be sure to take your names out of the drawing for the next school event, so we hope for your understanding in helping us make this field day a success for all the students.
Excuse me? So, does that mean that even if I don't have to volunteer this time, that means that I might have to volunteer for the next event anyway?
Miss Sana, I'm sure all of us moms here are busy with our own lives, but this preschool looks after all of our children while we're busy. So I think that'd be best if all of us can help each other out and...
Help each other? Yeah, right. That's not something for someone like me to do.
What?
And first of all, if this is a volunteer work and you're not going to get paid, then that's something that the peasants should be doing. At the very least, it's certainly not a job that someone like me, as a member of the upper class, should have to lay a finger on.
Did she just say peasants? Miss Sana, don't you think you're taking this too far?
How am I taking this too far? I'm only stating the facts. And look at all of you gathered here today. Everybody looks so cheap. Nobody's here on my level. I'm not the same kind as you all.
Pardon me, Miss Sana, but please.
And you too, Miss Teacher. I can't believe that you would try to make me do something like this. How distasteful and disgusting. I'm sorry, but I'll be leaving for today and excusing myself. Goodbye.
Oh, Miss Sana, wait! She's gone.
No, this is not okay. Regardless of the situation, that attitude is outrageous. Who does she think she is, calling us peasants, or saying that we look cheap?
Well, even if this is how she normally acts, that was way too much. Oh dear. Even the teacher's troubled. I feel so bad for her. If it's all right with everybody, I would be happy to draw out of the hat for Miss Sana as well. And so 1 month flew by from that incident end. But then, in the end, I ended up pulling the volunteer tab for the field day today. My luck is super bad. Well, I also ended up pulling a tab to volunteer today. So I'm just glad that I can volunteer with you, Kana. And plus, the teacher seemed really relieved, so I think you did a really good thing. Maya, you always know what to say. Thank you. I'm also really glad I'm volunteering together with you. We had to do a lot of work together to get to today, but we finally made it to the field day anyway. I can't wait. That's right. And plus, we finished up most of our task already anyway. I think the only thing left is to direct the traffic when everybody arrives, right? I'm pretty sure the parents should be arriving pretty soon and the parking lot will be busy. You're right. Well then, why don't we head towards the parking lot and get ready? Oh, that reminds me. I left my water bottle in my car. I'm gonna go get it really quickly. You came here in your car today, Kana? That's right. You know, because I was in charge of getting all the drinks and snacks prepared for the volunteers today. I had a lot to carry, so I just thought it'd be easier to bring the car. That makes sense. Wait, Kana, that car, isn't that... What? Wait, it's that... Whoa!
Well, good morning, Miss Kana, Miss Maya.
Sana? You're here very early.
Well, I need to make sure that I get the best seats for my sweet Yuki. And plus, I could say the same to you. You're very early. Oh dear, are you a volunteer for today? You must be working so hard.
Even though I'm here having to volunteer in your place.
By the way, is that car over there your car?
Oh yes, that's my car.
A minivan? Just as I expected, a little peasant car for a peasant.
What did she just say?
Look at this. I drive a luxury international car import from overseas. You must be jealous, aren't you?
Wow, how amazing. It does look very cool.
Right, doesn't it, doesn't it? You know, the design is so much better than anything domestic and it runs so nicely. You know, once you start driving a car like this, you'll never be able to go back to driving a minivan.
Uh-huh.
And you know, cars are always steered up by people, and so it's important to ride a car that suits you and your means. To that point, the fact that you are driving a minivan, Miss Kana, well, perhaps I can understand it. It suits you so well. Ugh, I can't stand this anymore. I've had enough.
Whoa, what's the matter, Maya?
Hey, isn't that car that really special one? Oh, dear Miss Maya, for an average peasant, you seem to have pretty good taste. That's right, this car is from that famous international maker, and the price is also... Oh, no, not yours. The car I was talking about was actually Kana's car.
What? Mine?
Yeah, is that a brand new car?
Yeah, it is, but what about that?
Hadn't I told you this before? I worked at a used car dealership, and I actually have a certification as a car appraiser. I love cars.
What? Really? That's amazing, Maya. I had no idea.
So would it be okay if I appraise your car? I'm really curious about it.
What? Right now? That came out of nowhere, but sure. I'm totally okay with it if you want to.
Whoa, yes! I'm obsessed with my work, so I'm so excited. Well then, just wait a few minutes for me. What a strange woman she is, appraising such a stupid little minivan like that. Anybody can tell that it looks cheap. What's the point of appraising it? Kana, this is a really amazing car.
What?
Excuse me? You're telling me the minivan is an amazing car? That's right. With all the options added on, this car costs well above $20,000. $20,000? This thing? It's actually a really popular car. So much that's backed up on orders and you can't get them right now. There's such a long wait list for it. You really shocked me, Kana. I didn't know that you were driving a car like this.
Actually, my husband bought me this car recently, so I didn't know how much it cost at all. I didn't even know that it was such an amazing car.
Your husband sure has great taste. This car is so hard to get these days. Hey, Maya!
Whoa, what's the matter, Miss Sana?
What about my car? What? If a stupid minivan like that is going to cost so much, then my imported car is going to be way more than that, isn't it? I wonder if it's going to cost over $100,000. If you really want me to look at it, then I can, but I don't think that you should have your hopes up too much. Oh, well then, could you please go ahead and take a look at it? She's not even listening at all. Sure, I'll do it right now. I'm very sorry, Miss Kana. Even though you're finally able to get a compliment because I'm here to one-up you, it's worthless.
I don't mind that at all, though.
Yeah, just as I thought. This is... So, how is it? Do you have the results? Do you know how much it costs? Uh-huh, yeah. I knew it. It's such a high-end luxury car that it only takes you a matter of moments to figure out. It's about 10 years too old, so even if you sold it, it's probably going to be about 5. Oh, Miss Kana, I'm so sorry. Did you hear that? Looks like my car is worth $50,000. It would be $5,000. Oh, please, Miss Maya. You don't need to keep complimenting it so much. Wait, did you just say $5,000? That's right. When it comes to cars like this, if it's not the newest model, then it's hard to get a good price on them. They look cool upon first glance, but if you're asking me if they're expensive, to be honest, it's a bit of a gray area. There's not much value to this. What? What did you just say? How dare you? You don't know anything, do you? Excuse me? No, I'm only telling the truth. This is my job, and I wouldn't lie on the job. Well then, Miss Maya, you must be a car appraiser that can't do your job properly.
Excuse me? Sorry, I don't really understand what you're saying. Why does this mean that Maya can't do her job properly?
Because it's obvious. There's no way that flimsy, stupid little minivan can be sold for that much money. And that my luxury car would be that cheap. No matter how you think about it, that doesn't make any sense.
Oh, there you are, Sana!
What? Who is this?
Why did your brother take the car out of the garage today just to come to this?
Oh, honey, perfect timing.
Honey, which must mean that this is Miss Sana's husband?
That's right, my husband, the CEO.
Ah, Sana, stop that.
And honey, listen to this. These people are trying to say that my luxury car is only worth $5,000 if we sell it. Can you believe it? There's no way that it's cheaper than this stupid little minivan. She's saying she's some car appraiser or whatever, but she's probably just trying to find any opportunity to make fun of me.
Oh, so you only brought the car because you wanted to brag to your friends today.
Shut up! Come on, honey, aren't you angry when they talk about our car like that? You need to tell them and put them in their place.
No, because what she's saying is correct.
Excuse me?
Just as she said, this car has severely gone down in value, especially over the last few years. And plus, it already has about 200,000 miles on it, doesn't it? It's not going to be able to sell for much with that either.
What did you just say? In that case, then let's purchase a much better car. My pride could never allow myself to lose to peasants like them.
We can't do that.
But why not? We're rich.
This is a good opportunity for me to tell you this. But actually, right now, our company business isn't doing well.
What did you just say?
And that's why I can't let you spend whatever you want like I used to before. If anything, we're not going to be in good shape unless we save more. And that's why I've been meaning to talk to you about this. I was just thinking that we should stop hiring the helper and that we need to move into a smaller house.
What are you saying? You're joking, right? I'm not going to believe this. I don't believe you. I refuse.
But even if you say that you don't believe it, the facts are the facts. Wait, isn't that...
What? No way. Whoa, you scared me. Don't raise your voice like that. What's the matter, Miss Maya? No way, that car. I can't believe it. That car's a premium limited edition car. I never seen one before in real life, and it's right here in front of me. Excuse me, what did you say? As somebody who loves cars as much as I do, that's what I'm saying, and there's no doubt about it. That's a car that there are only a handful of them out in the world. They're so hard to find. That's a car that probably costs more than $500,000. That's what they call a true luxury car. It's so beautiful. No way! There's no way that there's anybody that wealthy in this preschool, even wealthier than me.
Hey, Kana! There you are! I came here early, just like you told me to get a good spot to see Aki.
Oh, honey, hi.
Did Kana just say, honey?
Wait, does that mean that Kana? Could it be? Yeah, that's my husband, and that's his car.
Very nice to meet you all. Thank you for always looking after Kana and Aki.
Does that mean that the car, it belongs to Miss Kana? No way, no way. This has to be some kind of mistake. This has to be some kind of a joke.
That really shocked me. I never even seen that car in real life before. Kana, why does your husband drive such an expensive car? And that car is so rare. Who knows? I don't know anything about cars, so I don't know the value of anything that we have.
Mr. Ichigo Tani? Is that you? The CEO?
Excuse me, CEO?
Oh dear. If it isn't Mr. Suzuki, what a coincidence to see you here, and on a weekend. I should be the one saying that to you, sir. I had no idea that your child was going to the same preschool as mine. What an honor this is.
Hey, honey, what's going on? What was that supposed to mean?
This gentleman is the CEO of the extremely famous company Ichigo Tani Corporations. I'm sure you know about it, Sana.
Wait, what? Did you just say Ichigo Tani Corporations? As in that Ichigo Tani Corporations? That top international class major company!
What? No way! Kana, why didn't you ever tell me that? I had no idea your husband was the Mr. Ichigo Tani. What? It's not like anybody asked, and it didn't seem that important.
Anyway, back to what we were just discussing, Sana. About that, the only reason why my company is able to survive right now is thanks to none other than Mr. Ichigo Tani and his company.
Survive thanks to Mr. Ichigo Tani?
Yeah, that's right. It's all thanks to Mr. Ichigo Tani. No matter how much our business has been falling, Mr. Ichigo Tani has still continued to purchase our technologies, and he's even invested in our company to save us from bankruptcy. So the only reason why our company has been able to continue on right now without collapsing is all thanks to the help of Mr. Ichigo Tani.
No way! But that's Kana's husband!
Please, Mr. Suzuki, there's no need to exaggerate. I'm sure things are very difficult right now, but your company has some truly great technologies, so I know you'll be back on your feet in no time. We look forward to continue working with you. The pleasure's all ours. Thank you so much for all of your help, Mr. Ichigo Tani.
Wait a minute. So then what does this mean? I thought that I was above all of you, but that means that Khan is actually more of a celebrity than I am, and that not only that, but from now on I'm about to have become a peasant. This is a nightmare. This can't be.
Miss Sana, don't you think it's about time you stop calling people peasants or celebrities and being so judgmental about others based on their income? It must be some kind of fate that our children are going to the same preschool, that we all met like this. It shouldn't matter who has more money or who's wealthier than the other. Or what kind of cars that we drive. We can get along, especially for the sake of our children, can't we?
But Miss Kanai...
Come on now, if you have that look on your face, Yuki's gonna be worried about you. Isn't that right, Maya?
Yes, that's right. At the end of the day, we're all mothers, and we all go through our own struggles. So as fellow mothers, we should all help each other out. Especially today, which is a school field day that we all been waiting for, that our little girls are so excited about. Miss Kana, Miss Maya, even though I was as much of an obnoxious person, you still say such kind things to me.
Oh, so you actually knew how obnoxious you were.
No, but you're right. I was. I'm very sorry about my behavior until now, and about the volunteer stuff and about your clothes, and for bragging so much all this time. I know that this might be too late, but if it would be all right with you two, I would like to start over as friends.
Of course, Miss Sana. Let's all sit together and cheer on our little girls in the field day today. From that day forward, Miss Sana completely stopped bragging to us and also stopped belittling us as well. After that field day, she became a completely different person. Not only that, but she started proactively participating and volunteering in other school activities, and nowadays she's become a leader amongst the moms. The three of us get along just as much as our daughters do. We have a lot of fun together, and it's been really great. With that, my life was able to regain its peace, and I've gained a new friend. For the next school activity, Miss Sana even volunteered from herself to take charge and help all the teachers at the preschool. Aki and my husband and I are already looking forward to it.
My name is Hiroshi. 20 years have flown by since I've been working at the cosmetics manufacturer Neko Seto Cosmetics. I've been very grateful to be working as the sales department manager now. Right after I graduated from college, I entered Neko Seto Cosmetics with a dream of making all women around the country smile. And with the same thought at heart, I'm still putting my all into my work every single day. However, that didn't mean that I didn't have any problems. Oh, Hiro! What the hell is with the schedule? Oh, sir. Nice to see the CEO himself. Is there a problem with the proposed schedule? What the hell is this? Explain to me why we need to spend 6 whole months on this project. You should be able to finish something this small in 1 month. What? 1 month is way too ridiculous. And recently, we've been very understaffed, so that's not possible. Excuse me? What's that excuse? Why don't you have enough people? Miss Sasaki's on maternity leave, and Buta's on paternity leave. Oh, and as for the other 5 people, for some strange reason, they're all on an indefinite leave. So when I consider our staff, as well as many other things for this project, 6 months is the most realistic. What are you saying? Buta's a man. He doesn't need to take any sort of maternity or paternity leave or whatever. And you need to do something about the others and whatever leave they're on. This is exactly the reason why nobody wants to come back, sir. These days, it's perfectly normal for both the man and the woman to take care of parenting. There are even stay-at-home dads as well, so paternity leave is necessary, and something that should be acknowledged. It's also an employee's right to take leave if they're unable to work for whatever reasons. Our employees are the treasures of our company, so we need to make sure that we take care of them. What do you mean, treasure? Employees are only useful if they actually do their work. Anyway, you're in charge of this project, so the responsibility is all yours. Take care of it. But sir! This man was the second-generation CEO of Neko Seto Comics, Waruro Sei. The first-generation CEO, his father, used to say that the employees are family, and always prioritized the well-being of his employees. However, Waruro Sei had a completely different approach. He was the type of person who could only think about short-term profit. Because of him, many of the most valuable employees have been disappearing. And as part of the management team, I have to get in between Waruro and my employees every single time. And it makes my stomach hurt to deal with him. The least I can do is to take it upon myself to protect the employees that are remaining. 1 month later, Hey Ohira, why the hell's that project still not completed? Come to my office right now. Yes, sir. What the hell have you been doing this whole month? I'm sorry, sir. No matter how hard I try, this project is going to take at least 4 months. Please, can you at least give me 3 more months? What did you say? How dare you go against me? What's wrong with you? That's not it. It's just that I'm trying to think about everybody else and... I get it. Yeah, that was my fault for not realizing sooner. Sir, thank you for understanding. You're fired. Huh? Sorry. I don't really understand what you're saying. What's there to understand? It's crystal clear. You're fired. And besides, how dare you speak against me all the time? You're the biggest baggage in my company. How can you say that? I've spent my life giving everything to this company. Don't make me laugh. You haven't given 1 millimeter of anything to this company. Look at the state of our business. However, with the plan that I proposed to you the other day, we should be able to get past this difficult phase with the success of this project. Oh, you mean that garbage idea you came up with the other day? Yeah, we did go and get the patent for it, but it's definitely a complete failure just by looking at it. Here, your severance pay, and the original patent certificate document. There you go, you're welcome. Now hurry up and get out. What? But inside the envelope, there's only 10 cents. Wait, what? Before I knew it, I was picked up and thrown out of the office by the private security that Waro had hired for himself. Because that's what you're worth, Hiroshi. If you ever want to come back here again, then you're gonna have to acquire my company first. Damn it. I swear, one day, no matter how long it takes, I'm definitely going to come back here. The last 20 years of my life, and what was I worth? 10 cents? Should I donate it? 1 cent slot machines. Not like this is going to amount to anything else anyway. I got carried away and walked right into the casino. I haven't been in here since I was a student. Well, I'm sure it's all going to be over in an instant anyway. Wait a minute. A reach? Wait, this screen? No way! I won! 10 minutes later. Oh, can't stop, won't stop! Even though I ended up adding 90 cents from my own wallet, I was able to turn that 10 cents into $100. What do I do? Maybe I can buy a lottery ticket with this. I haven't done this since I was a student either. I got carried away once again, and I ended up throwing that entire $100 into lottery tickets. And to my disbelief, no way, I ended up winning $10,000. Is this my severance pay from the heavens? I know the waves are going in my favor right now. I have to ride this big wave. That was what I felt in my gut. And once again, I got carried away. And I dumped all of that $10,000 on bets in the horse races. No way, Jose. This is insane. Winning 5? Wait a minute. The payback on this is $2 million? Maybe tomorrow, I'm gonna be taken into outer space by aliens. Wait a minute. If I have this much, then Waruro's company might be within reach. That's it. It's all over. My life is done.
Oh dear. You over there, what's the matter, honey? I'm asking you what's the matter. You can tell me what happened.
This and that happened and... Wait a minute. What a waste. What are you doing? There's still so much in there.
Oh, you mean this?
I did feel bad about it, but it wasn't just for me. So if there's somebody that wanted this, then that would be one thing. But I do think it's strange to give things like this away to strangers. The wave isn't over yet. This is my chance. In that case, please give it to me. If anything, I'll buy it from you.
You're a strange person, aren't you? Sure, here you go. I'll give it to you for free.
Really? Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. I promise I'll thank you properly one day. I had nothing left, and I was hitting rock bottom. But then I was able to recognize a business opportunity right in front of my eyes. And then I started sprinting so that I could get back at that Warose this time. Out of nowhere, they took away my paternity leave. Not only that, but I came back to the office and found out that Mr. Hiroshi got fired. I don't want to work at a company like this anymore. Oh, hey, Punta. What's the matter? Are you crying? Whoa, Mr. Hiroshi! Of course I'm not crying, sir! Look at you. You're definitely crying. That's because everybody's in over their heads with all these ridiculous deadlines and being yelled at about profit, and even our cosmetics products have fallen in quality. During the day, I gotta deal with all of the complaints from clients, and then at night, I can get back to my actual job. Everything's a disaster! I see. I'm sorry you're having such a hard time, Bunta, but I know that you're working really hard for the sake of your family. I really admire how much you take care of your family. Hey, Bunta, I actually have a job for you. It's a huge job, and you're the only person I can ask to do it. Can I count on you? I'll do it! Please, let me do it! Anything for you, Mr. Hiroshi! All right, that's enough crying. And so, Bunta and I shook hands and became a team. 5 months later... Excuse me? What the hell is with these results? Even though I let you sell the new products that I worked so hard on. But they're not selling at all. What the hell's going on? Sir, even if the retro 80s are trending right now, that doesn't mean that we're going to be able to sell that thick makeup from those days. If anything, I'd say the younger generation these days don't even know how to use these products. Or these colors. Shut up! Shut up and do your job and sell them, mushroom head! If our sales go down more than this, then it's gonna make it seem like I'm doing something wrong. And are you gonna be able to come up with the excuses to the board of directors? Are you gonna be able to say something to those bastards? But I have been doing my job and... Oh? Oh? What is it, Mushroom Head? Say it! Go on! I've been watching you these days, and you've been sneaking around and doing something, haven't you? I heard that you've been taking leftover samples and old products and sneaking them off somewhere else. Ohira was a handful, but looks like you're no different. Ohira? What the hell are you doing here? You know that this isn't a place where you're allowed? Whoa, it's so messy everywhere. Looks like we're gonna have to put a lot of effort into cleaning from now on. Hey, are you listening to me? Well, I do hear you. As usual, your voice is so loud and obnoxious, Mr. Say. What the hell did you say? But also, what are you doing in a place like this coming out here? Of course I have a reason for that. But more importantly, looks like your employees are not performing very well. It seems your ideas and the products are low quality recently. Even though I'm pretty sure all of the employees should be quite brilliant, I wonder what the reason could possibly be. Shut up! None of your business! Get out! Whoa there, this is definitely my business. Nekosedo Cosmetics is a very important and precious company to me, because you're a very important client that's always giving us your leftover samples and old cosmetics. Did you just say an important client? That you have your own company? What's the matter? Did you lose your mind over your 10-cent severance pay? There's obviously no way that somebody like you could ever set up a company. About that, it's actually terrifying how well it's going. Thanks to you, I did lose that 10 cents once, but now I've been able to turn it into $10 million. Oh, and actually, my severance pay wasn't just 10 cents, so I was able to use that to its maximum potential. What are you saying? The patent to that idea that I proposed, I was very grateful to receive that from you. So thank you. Oh! That's right. I used the patent for the business plan that I received from this Warosei upon my firing, and I developed a business for women who can't enjoy cosmetics freely due to financial reasons, or students, or women who don't mind used products, and I began a new business. My company's focused on younger women, and it's only rising in popularity. Even though you're the CEO of a cosmetics company, you're not aware of my company? Mr. Hiroshi's company is so amazing! They offer services to reuse the containers of foundation or toner to reduce waste. And they also have a service of buying back products that are left over or that didn't suit the customer. They found a solution to everybody's waste of cosmetics. So, what the hell's gonna come of that anyway? Our company has already signed exclusive contracts with major brands. For example, a customer who regularly uses the toner from Chanel can send the empty container to us, and then we refill it with the exact same toner. And with this service, we're able to offer it at a much cheaper cost. This way, it's much kinder to both the women and the environment. So this is a business that's completely fulfilling my ideals. No. First of all, there's no way that someone like you could ever sign exclusive contracts with brands like that. It ain't just Chanel. A lot of famous brands, not only within the country, but also from overseas, are happy to buy into Mr. Hiroshi's ideals. Because our company motto is, for all women and for the earth. But you better not get carried away because of it, you bastard Bunta! How dare you do business with Hiroshi's company? You better not hand over any of our products to his company ever again! If you do it again, I'm seriously gonna fire you! But as long as I'm on your board of directors, there's no way I'm going to let that happen. Huh? What board of directors are you talking about? Oh, did you not receive the news? As the first step of becoming a holdings company, our company has decided to acquire Nekosedo Cosmetics. Well, all of the directors are aware of your lack of attention. You're famous amongst the board of directors for that. You gotta be kidding me! Why on earth would you take such a joke seriously? You're embarrassing yourself, Mr. Sei, and there's no need for you anymore. That's caused Nekosedo's Cosmetics to go back in time. As of today, we are removing you from the seat of CEO. Wait, please! Well then, as of today, this company is now underneath the umbrella of Hiroshi Beauty Reuse, also known as HBR. And I promise to all of you for a restructure of this internal company structure, as well as a restructure of the treatment of employees. Yes, we did it! I'm so glad I worked this hard until today. You have to forgive me, oh hero. What am I supposed to do from now? Do you think that there's a single person here who's going to forgive you after you've treated all of your employees like such trash? You're not eligible for reuse at this company. No, please, I beg of you, help me! After that, after we kicked out the biggest reason for the business decline of Nekosedo Cosmetics, the CEO, Warosei, everything changed. all of the employees began to enjoy their work, the way that they did with the previous generation CEO. For the record, I didn't tell everybody this, but until the very end, Sei continued to cause a lot of trouble, so I had the new security guard that I personally hired pick him up and take care of him. From the moment that Waruro was gone, all of the employee performances skyrocketed. In an instant, Neko Sato Cosmetics made a massive comeback, and in the end, Hiroshi Beauty Reuse is only continuing to grow. Man, when I was fired, I really panicked about what to do with my life, but way too much happened over the last 6 months. My name is Hiroshi. I work for a general company, and I'm a salaryman that works remote from home. I'm about to go into my 5th year being married to my kind and beautiful wife, Michelle. Because her parents are getting older, they recently moved into a serviced residential building for the elderly. At the same time, they gave us their house that they were living in, and so, Michelle and I moved into their house. Now that it's been a couple of weeks since we moved in, I've gotten used to living here now. But I do feel like we're not making the most of this large backyard.
You're right. Even after all these years, my parents maintained it really well, so I wish we could at least use the lawn for something.
I don't know anything about gardening, and you're not much of an outdoors person either, Michelle. If only we had pets or a kid, then it would be perfect for them to run around and play, but it's still just the two of us, so we don't have that many options. Because of that reason, my wife and I feel like we're wasting this beautiful backyard of her parents' house. Well, I guess we can think about what to do with it later. I actually spoke to one of the neighbors recently, and they said that there's a really delicious restaurant nearby. Do you want to go there for lunch today?
Oh, really? That sounds great. Yeah, let's do it.
So, we forgot about the backyard for a while. We decided to go and try this restaurant that our neighbor recommended to us. Here it is. Apparently, they have all kinds of things on the menu, but they're famous for their fried chicken. Apparently, they won some kind of award with it.
Oh, really? I can't wait to try it.
A few minutes later, thank you for your patience. Here's your fried chicken lunch set, and the chicken tartare lunch set. Thank you very much. Looking forward to it. Wow, this is delicious!
It really is. The fried chicken with tartar sauce is also super delicious.
I'm really happy to hear you enjoy it that much. Thank you. Actually, our restaurant's closing as of today. What? But it's just delicious! Why are you closing? About that. I am fairly confident about my cooking, but I don't know anything about business or gathering customers here. And plus, our restaurant's located right in the middle of a residential area, so we don't get any foot traffic either. So I have no choice but to close down. I had no idea. That's disappointing because we loved it.
It really is. When it's this delicious, we could come here every day.
Thank you for saying that, ma'am. I'm truly glad that on my last day of having this restaurant, I was able to have such kind customers like you. But, well, I want to continue to have a lot of customers enjoy these flavors. So even after I close this restaurant, I'm gonna keep cooking. I'm planning on starting a food truck around here. If you'd like, please do visit me there. Yes, of course! Even though it was so delicious, I guess we're not gonna be able to eat it anymore.
It's disappointing, isn't it? But he did say that he was going to start a food truck, so we ever see that food truck around town? Let's make sure we stop by.
And then, a few months later, and so, Uchikata was able to find an extremely cheap plot of land, and he signed a contract for it on the spot. However, that piece of land was actually perfect for the size of the food truck, but in fact, it was too perfect. Without paying any mind to the laws or the public manner, despite the problem of not having enough space, he decided that he was going to let his customers go into the private property that was next to the food truck, and continued on with setting up his food truck business. And in an unfortunate coincidence, that private property next to the food truck was the house that Michelle and I were living in. A few days later, it's been a long day of work. I'm gonna take a break.
Hey, Hiroshi, come here. There's a problem.
What's the matter, Michelle? You're panicking.
I was wondering why there was so much commotion outside the house, so I took a look outside, and look, there's a huge line in our back.
What? What the heck is this?
Okay, well, be careful, Hiroshi. Let me know if I can help.
To our disbelief, because the food trucks started their business right next door to us, we started to have a large line of people lined up in our backyard. Even if we might not be using the backyard, it doesn't feel great to have complete strangers on our private property. I'm gonna try and talk to the owner of that food truck. Oh, wait a minute. Isn't that the guy who owned the restaurant nearby that we went to a few months ago? The place with the delicious fried chicken? Well, that's a relief. He seemed understanding and nice then, so it should be fine if I talk to him. Alright, the line has finally calmed down, so I can do some washing up right now. Excuse me, sir. Oh, welcome. I can take your order now. Oh, I'm actually not a customer. I'm the resident of the house next door right there. Interesting. Is that so? How can I help you? Well, this area with the grass on it, it's actually our private property. And as much as we're happy for you to be busy, we don't want complete strangers in our private property. So I was hoping that you could please do something about it. Well, even if you say that, I am running my business on the land that I've signed a contract for. That might be true, but these people are the customers for your food truck, aren't they? Oh, please. I'm very busy here. I can't look after what all of the customers are doing. If you hate it that much, then why don't you complain to the customers yourself, or set up a fence? But anyway, I'm very, very busy here. So if you're not gonna buy anything, please get lost somewhere. You're in the way of the paying customers. How can you say that? Even after that conversation, I tried to talk to him multiple times about the issue, but he refused to listen. And in the end, I was stuck dragging my feet back home.
Hiroshi, welcome home. How did it go? What did he say?
It was useless. He wouldn't even listen, and doesn't care at all. Do you remember that restaurant we went to with the delicious fried chicken? The owner of that food truck was actually the chef from that restaurant. That's why I thought he might listen, because he was so nice that day. But he was like a completely different person.
Oh, really? That's so disappointing.
Oh, what do we do? Even if I were to report this to the police, because this is a problem between our private properties, I don't think that they would get involved. So I think the only choice is that we have to do something about it ourselves.
I think you're right, but, well, it doesn't look like there's anything we can do about it straight away. So why don't really just have lunch and we can discuss this later? You must be hungry, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. Even after that, Michelle and I both tried to go to the food truck a number of times and discuss it with him, to at least ask his customers not to enter our private property, but it was all useless. Not only that, but as the food truck became more popular, the customers started to use our backyard like a free space, drinking alcohol there and leaving trash everywhere. Along with more customers, meant more people without manners. Because of that food truck, now we're stuck having to clean the backyard every single day.
I know. And not only that, but because people are stomping all over the backyard without paying any mind to it, even after all those years, my parents maintain it so well. It's a disaster.
We need to hurry up and do something about it. Just like he said, maybe we can build a fence around the backyard. And so, that was our plan. And the next day, we went to a hardware store, and we purchased the tallest fence that we could find. It wasn't necessarily that tall, so with any small effort, it would be easy for grown adults to jump over it. But we still set up the fence. And we thought that with this, people wouldn't freely barge into our backyard. However... no way! Even after we built the fence, the customers have jumped over, and they're still in our backyard! It's definitely not normal for anybody to jump over a fence and enter private property, is it? Well, ha 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 ha. Terribly sorry about that. But don't you think this fence is a little bit too low? Looks like you're not going to be able to stop my great business. Why don't you just give up and retreat so that you can become the stepping stone for my business? Oh, if anything, it would be great if you could set up some benches or chairs so that the customers can relax there. Sorry, I don't really understand what you're saying. There's no way we would do that. How dare you belittle us like this? We're not gonna let you get away with this. You better watch and weep. Oh, how scary, how terrifying. I wonder what on earth you're gonna do to me. I had lost my patience at the food truck owner's attitude, and within that day, I decided to call a certain friend of mine. Hello, Bunta? I have a favor that I want to ask you. Oh, hey, Hiroshi. Been a while, huh? What is it? What do you need? Actually, this and that happened, and I wanted to request some construction, as soon as possible if you can. I see. Okay. I'd do anything for you, Hiroshi. Leave it to me. We can start working on it from this evening. See you later. Thank you, Bunta. I'll take you out to dinner soon, and return. Well then, see you later. And with that, that's done. Well then, I can't wait for tomorrow. And so, the next day, good morning to me. Today's gonna be another day of earning tons and tons of money. Yeah, what? What the hell is this? A lot of bricks? That's right. I made a phone call to my friend Bunta, who was the owner of an outdoor construction company, and overnight, I'd asked him to build a brick wall between the food cart and our backyard to separate the two properties. This is why you're the best, Bunta. Seriously, thank you so much. I know it was a crazy request to build a brick wall overnight, but you really did it for me. Like I said before, anything for you, Hiroshi. And plus, if you were asking me to build a house, it might take a couple of days, but this was just one small brick wall. All it took was a little bit of effort, and even if it was a rush, it was easy to do. Although, well, we did end up working pretty late into the night. Well, just as I promised, dinner's on me. Seriously, thank you. Hey you! What the hell is this? Oh, why hello there! Nice to see you. Why are you so angry this early in the morning? Stop playing dumb with me! At this rate, I can't run my business! What the hell are you going to do about it? You're the one who said it's me, aren't you? That if I don't like these strangers coming into my backyard, then I should build a fence myself? So all I did was to build a separation of my personal property from the land that you rented. That's all. What's the big problem? It's not like you're using this backyard for anything anyway!
Even if we weren't using it, it definitely doesn't feel nice to have our personal property in our backyard of our home be trashed like this every single day. And not only that, but every single night until the evening, the younger customers you have are drunk and loud and we can't sleep. If only you had helped us to find a solution together earlier, then we wouldn't have taken it this far. But this is what you forced us to do.
Damn it! I have to ask, why is it that you were this forceful to make your business work, even if it meant getting into this situation? When we met you previously, you were a lot kinder. Excuse me? What the hell do you know about me? Don't act like you know me! I actually went to your restaurant a couple of months ago. It seems like you may have forgotten, but my wife and I visited your restaurant on your last day. Last day? Oh, that's right. I remember. The person that made me my fried chicken lunch that day seemed like a much more decent person. That's why I want to know, what happened to make you act like this? You see, well, I think it's a waste for you to run your business like this. Even though your product is really delicious, if you continue to let your customers act like this without any manners, and you run your business without paying any mind to your neighbors, eventually, it's going to turn into a much bigger problem. That might be true, but I was finally able to make my food popular, and I was finally able to make my dream come true for a lot of people to be able to enjoy my cooking. But even then, if you're disturbing other people in the process, then that ain't a positive outcome. And besides, because you're up on your high horse like that, that's why Hiroshi was no longer able to deal with you, and he built a brick wall because he had no other choice. And also, if you're so insistent on running a business in this location, then why don't you remodel your food truck? That would have been so much more reasonable, so that you could let your customers eat behind the truck, so that they don't come into this private property. But what am I gonna do if I lose my customers while I do something like that? Trends don't last long and can be gone in an instant, and I don't want to lose my restaurant anymore. Well, in that case, don't you think it's even more important for you to show your customers that you're running a decent business so you can keep your customers? If, from now on, you come up with a way so that none of your customers leave trash on our private property, and you ban the consumption of alcohol within this property, and that you deal with your own younger customers so that they're not making noise late into the night, if you're able to keep these promises, then I'll consider tearing down this wall and allowing you to rent this property for very cheap. What? However, if you were to break any of those promises, we will not hesitate to rebuild this brick wall. How does that sound? Can you keep those promises? What? But are you sure you're okay with that? Even after all of the trouble that I've caused you and your wife? We don't mind. We hadn't made use of this large space to begin with, and my wife and I discussed this together. In reality, we'd been considering this since a long time ago. But if we allowed it in the way that the lawn was being used before, then our beautiful yard would get trashed. That's why we were trying to give you the opportunity to handle it before it came to this. However, you didn't make any changes.
I'm sure that this land would also be much happier if somebody were to use it, as opposed to just being left out in the open. But in return, you better take good care of it. Do you understand?
I'm terribly sorry for all the trouble that I caused. You see, just because my food truck was succeeding, I got a little bit carried away. But from now on, I'm gonna have a change of heart, and I'll be sure to keep all of those promises. I promise to take care of this backyard, so please, allow me to rent this land. Sure, we understand. We look forward to working with you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. After that, Mr. Uchikata sincerely apologized to us, and he promised that he wasn't going to trash our backyard anymore. And so, we tore down the brick wall, and we officially decided to rent the land to him. I'm sorry, Bunta. In the beginning, we were worried, but it seemed Mr. Uchikata truly did have a change of heart. He put out warning signs, and he made sure to deal with the more rough customers, and he truly took great care of our yard. After that, Mr. Uchikata's food truck continued to become more and more popular, and just the other day, he was able to open a standalone restaurant once again. Even after he built the restaurant, Mr. Uchikata's place continued to be extremely popular, and Michelle and I gained a friend for life. Mr. Ohira, thank you very much, from the bottom of my heart. Please, do come visit my restaurant anytime that you like. I'm gonna make sure you're very well taken care of, to express my gratitude to you. Thank you for watching all the way till the end. Don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. And if you have time, please check out our other videos as well. Alright then, see you next time. Bye.